Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Reese's Random Reviews. I am Reese, I'm about to give you a random review. And today's random review is about the latest film, Independence Day Resurgence. So you're probably thinking, why am I going to review this film straight away? Well, the reasons being is because I love the first Independence Day film. I thought it was such a fantastic movie when I first watched it. I thought it was epic, brilliant, funny, cheesy. Plus, I just love Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith being together. These three actors were just fantastic working together. Plus, what I loved about Independence Day as well is that it was a science fiction film that had heart. It was emotional and it was also just wonderful with the chemistry between the actors. But unfortunately, the sequel is just not exactly that. In fact, it's more of the complete opposite. Now, let me tell you about the good points about the sequel. Now, Independence Day Resurgence is good because Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman are back, which is brilliant. And both actors, again, just do an amazing job in their performances. I will admit Bill Pullman is a little bit off in this film, but he's still a really good actor. And Jeff Goldblum is just brilliant at being Jeff Goldblum with his, oh my god, yeah, okay, maybe we're gonna do that. Yeah, that's just Jeff Goldblum impression. But he's just a really great actor. Plus, I actually haven't seen him in a film in a very long time. I actually said to myself, where the hell has he been? I mean, I probably haven't seen him in a new film since Cats and Dogs. I mean, he might have done other films since then, but I just haven't seen him since. He's a really good guy. Another good thing about Independence Day 2, which I will say, I'm just going to call it Independence Day 2 for sure, is of course the special effects are better, the spaceships look amazing, and of course they're definitely bigger than the last one. And also, it's just the incredible look of the film. It just looks so clean and so beautiful. Like, it just looks amazing. And the technology in it is just brilliant. But what is it about this film that unfortunately isn't good about it? Well, there's quite a lot, so I'm going to talk about it now. Now, it is an entertaining sequel, and it is watchable, I'm not going to lie. It is a film that is a little bit of edge, you see, and again, it's very cheesy with the dialogue and comedy, which is what made Independence Day good. But unfortunately, it doesn't have the suspense of the first film did, which was a bit more, oh my god. This was just a bit more, oh, that sort of thing. The other problem with Independence Day Resurgence as well is the fact that there's too many characters in this film. And it's just really messy, and it just goes from character bang, from one character to a bit. It's like they're trying to squeeze in too many stories all at once. Kind of a little bit like Spider-Man 3 or Independence Day 1, only not as smooth. The other problem I have with this film is that there's no chemistry. There's no bond between the characters. Jeff Goldblum and the actor who plays his dad, there's no chemistry, there's no bond in the film. They're only together for like 2 minutes in the movie. Like, literally, that's it. It's just weird. Like, there's no bond and there's no heart to it. Another problem with this film as well that I really didn't like is the fact that they brought back a character that was supposed to be dead, but apparently they just put him in a coma for 20 years. And then when he comes back, he's like this goofy cartoon character. I mean, yeah, alright, the scientist in the first film was a bit goofy in the first one, but he was a bit more serious with his work. I mean, they could have just got another actor to play another goofy scientist, but instead, they brought back the same scientist, and he was just incredibly annoying in the film. I'm not saying the actor's bad, because I have seen him in another few bits and he's quite good, but this was just not good. I mean, he had too much screen time, and to be honest, it felt more focused on him, like he was the protagonist, when really it should have been more on Jeff Goldblum. And finally, another big problem which I hate with the film is the fact that Will Smith did not return for the sequel, and not just that, the actor who plays his son in the movie is just completely dull and doesn't do much and doesn't say much, and it's just weird because he's there and he was meant to be quite important because he was in the first film, but then he loses his mother in the movie, and it's just, you know, and then it's all about, oh, he loses his dad, and then nothing is said. Plus, he doesn't meet Jeff Goldblum in the movie. He doesn't talk to him much, and they should talk because he knew his dad as well, but instead it didn't work. There's no connection between the characters. There's no chemistry. It's awful. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the only problem that I have with this film. But despite that, it's not the worst film that I've seen this year. I mean, it is a good movie. It's good, but it's not fantastic. Out of 10, I would give this a 7. A very strong 7, but not the best 7. It's an okay 7. It's a watchable sequel. It's a good sequel, but it's not fantastic. It's not great. It's just the special effects, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman that make this film. The rest of this film, is just quite disappointing. But also they've left an opening for a sequel, and the ending for the second one was just bad. It was just like, bang, yep, we're going to do a sequel straight away. Oh boy. But anyway, if you've already seen Independence Day Resurgence and you've already seen the first Independence Day, what did you guys think of it? What's your favourite one? Independence Day 1 or 2? What is it you love about Independence Day? What is it you hate about the sequel? What do you hate about the first? You know what I mean. You know what to do. Just comment below and tell me, guys, because I want to hear from you. And I am Reese, and I have just given you a random review.